I'm Alex Bishop, and I'm from Indiana. I live in Colorado now, but I graduated from Indiana University in, I guess, '08. It's been a while. And I'm also a little 500 champion with the Cutters back in 2007. It was a very, very meaningful time in my life, as well as I'm sure hundreds and thousands of other people throughout the years. And cycling has always been a big part of my life as well. And also, I've also been creating board games ever since I was a little kid. And this is my first game that I just launched called GloryGears. So it's a super strategic cycling game that I would say kind of encapsulates my time and memories from the race. Okay, so at the start of the game, everyone is gonna get 4 of these pedal cards here. There's 4. So you don't move with die, you actually move with a pedal-based movement. And what you'll see here, how this is played out, is kind of like a roll your own hand style of poker. You're constantly, you know what you have to move with, and you're constantly picking and choosing and saving some for certain opportunities to use when certain opportunities happen in the race. And you'll play that card, and then as soon as you discard one, you'll pick up another. So you're constantly replenishing and rolling your own hand, essentially. Now within these cards, you'll notice they'll move you anywhere from 4 to 8 spaces. And then on top of that, there's also 2 different types of movements that you can get. There's a pace style movement and an attack. If you play an attack card, whatever the spaces are, you'll move, say you played this 6, you'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be your movement when it's your turn, if you were the yellow rider. If you played a pace card, this is where some of the real-time aspect comes in. You would move 4 spaces, but everybody and anybody who's directly behind you follows, even though it's not their turn. So that's the real-time aspect. And the cool thing is once you start playing with a lot of people, it's just like real bike racing, where you could start to work with other people, but then you never know when someone's not going to work with you. So there's this really cool aspect that kind of like starts developing nonstop, where it's just kind of like screwing each other over mechanism, and it gets really fun. Now the other thing you'll notice, anytime you play an 8, or the fastest movement or the biggest movement of the game, it comes with a penalty. Your rider will start getting slower over time. So built into this piece to reduce gameplay time, redundancies, and just overall fun, the rider and the stand double up as a stamina guide. So if you move with an 8, you move 8, and then you'll slide the stand over, exposing a -1. So now everyone knows when you're on the track, say you play this 6 card next, now it's a 5. Now you can have a maximum deduction of -2. Obviously when that happens, he's pretty darn slow. You want to do everything you can to get back to your original pit, slot back into your pit and get a new fresh rider out next turn. So not only is there strategy on how to play these pedal cards, but then how do you utilize your 4 riders within a 10-lap race? So that would be the most basic term of play. And then, like I said, for those die-hard people, you can add in like a secret team strategy card, where it's kind of like your ace in the hole. No one knows what you got, and it's secret until you decide to flip it up, and then it becomes active the rest of the race, and everyone knows what it is. So it's another great like curveball you could play. And then you could add in like wrecks and dropped exchanges and mechanicals. Racing bikes for me have been so meaningful. I've shared so many great memories with so many great people. And, I'd love, other people to be able to do the same thing. But beyond that, beyond this specific game, the whole reason I left an old career and to start this career inventing board games is I actually have a kind of active dislike towards technology, which is kind of funny because I'm really not that old. The big problem I have with technology is it's great in some aspects, but at the same time, I feel a lot of people are really becoming disconnected. People aren't coming together anymore. They're not sitting, they're not talking to each other, they're not face to face, they're not engaging one another. And I really want to do everything I possibly can in this lifetime to, help people come together. And if I could do that with a board game and I can help them, have fun, smile, and then create other meaningful memories with friends and family, that's all I want to do, because putting a price tag on that to me is priceless. Like I can't think of anything better than creating something and then bringing joy and helping other people create lifelong memories. So that's the overarching goal of not only this game, but my whole company and really what I want to do.